everybody. You know what to do. It is time to dance.
The Lillian McDermott Show.
We love, we fear, bridges we burn, we make mistakes, then we live and learn. When life gets tough, and it seems like your best ain't good enough. If you're in need of hope, you know where I'll be right here. Right here, and when you need a friend, you can count on me. I'll be right here, waiting for
you. This is the place you can always turn to when you need a friend. The Lillian McDermott Show. To reach out to Lillian, visit her on the web at whenyouneedafriend.com. Now let's all learn together. Here's Lillian McDermott.
Hello, my listening and viewing friend. It's so nice to meet each other on the air on this beautiful, best day ever. It's also my AnniBirthary, my 12th year anniversary, and I'm grateful that you are here. If it's for the first time, please know that I've been waiting for you. This is a safe place where you can go to when you need a friend. It is my commitment to provide natural ways to heal, and it is my mission to make awareness, responsibility, and truth a part of our everyday life. And I hope you, my listening, as well as my viewing friend, will feel empowered to embrace a new truth and live the life of your dreams. Boy, I tell you, this whole week, this whole month has been full of surprises and gifts. Wait, let me go back. Since 2011, this journey of 12 years has brought me to where I'm at today, and I am so grateful. So much so that we're going to be giving out some gifts today. So make sure that you have my phone number, 407-373-5959. Get your name in the winner's basket. Tell me what gift you would like to win. And we're going to have this raffle until May 31st, and we'll pick the name of the winners for each one of these items that we're giving away, because I am so grateful for the privilege and the honor to be able to share this information with you, and that you tune in and you trust and you also verify, because that's the goal, is trust but verify everything that you hear in the classroom. So I've been, as you know, it is our sole purpose in life to give and receive love and knowledge. And I'm going to ask for certain beautiful people to come in a little bit. But before I bring them in, I want to share, the class today is about, the lessons, the gifts that we've learned this last year. Every year I kind of pick and choose what's happened that particular year and share on it. And I think that the theme this year has been change and growth. It's always growth, but change and acceptance and forgiveness and love and ego. Those are the things that we've been really tapping into the classroom. And I am so grateful. As I was going back and preparing for today's class, I started looking at all the things that we've done since last year, 2022. So here they go. We did in 2022 in January, we did Dr. Bradley Nelson's emotion code, the emotion code. Then September of 2022, we started the M-Cube detox experience. And that is molds, metals, microbes. And that was in September 2022. Then in November 2022, we did the body code, and those were the body code and the emotion code were in a building. This was not a virtual. This was hugging each other and loving each other and learning how to tap into our subconscious mind, because those are the thoughts we think, whether we believe it or not. Those are the thoughts we think, and we tap into that and learn more about ourselves. Then in January 2023. We did the I Am the Solution Natural Health Summit. Oh my God. And I'm going back. I'm going, no wonder I'm exhausted. Okay. And then on, February 2023, we did Optimal Treatment of Disease. This was the first workshop that we did. It's a virtual workshop that we did with healthcare practitioners. It was unbelievable. This was with Dr. Thomas Levy. Oh, and by the way, we had Dr. Thomas Levy, Dr. Jennifer Grameth, we had Dr. Renee Hahn, Susan Whitaker. We had, the Hippocrates people, Anna Maria and Brian Clement were at the summit. Then we had, and that was a local in-house hug and give each other kisses and all that stuff. But the virtual optimal treatment of disease with Dr. Thomas Levy, that was also virtual. So then we did the free webinar. The free webinar, that was in March 23. That was the I Am the Solution free webinar. And on April 2021, which was just right behind us, we just did this, was the I Am the Solution virtual workshop, continuing education of the soul. Now, upcoming courses and workshops, we have the Super Gut, which is a virtual workshop to help heal and reverse whatever's going on in your microbiome, maybe even release some weight, whatever it takes to cleanse once your microbiome is balanced. It's amazing the wonderful things that happen. That's going to be starting on August 1st, and it ends on November 5th. And so, September 5th. And those are virtual as well. And every Tuesday we meet, it's going to be recorded. So whether you can attend it or not, that's going to be, you can be a part of it. So go to the whenyouneedafriend.com to learn more for all of these. And then last but not least, in November, for the first time ever, we're going to do a 2-day workshop with Dr. Bradley Nelson. And that 2-day workshop is on November 3rd and 4th, and it's for both the emotion code and the body code. And that's going to be in Cape Canaveral, Florida. Again, hugs and kisses, and be able to touch one another and learn from one another. And learn about how disease manifests in the body. And primarily it comes through your thoughts, emotions, and feelings that go through, and it manifests into disease. So why am I telling you all of this and starting with all of this? Because there's been a key ingredient. There's been two, my my beautiful men that behind me are always constantly lifting me up. And one of them is Joe Newman. And Joe, I would like for you to show your beautiful face in the classroom if you're still there. Not okay. So there's Joe. I've talked about Joe before, but I don't think have you ever been in the classroom, Joe?
No, I have not.
You have not. So this is your first time.
Yes,
One of the reasons I want to highlight you, and then of course I'm going to highlight Robert, is because every single one of those 9 workshops in 1 year, and let's not even, if I were to go back to 2015 when I met Joe, and he said to me, I don't know very much about this website thing, but I can learn it. And not only has he learned it, this is when I talk about your time, your talent, your treasure, whatever you can donate, this is Joe's time and talent. He has donated to the classroom since 2015. And I am so grateful to you, Joe, because all those workshops that we've done in the past, and now this year, 2022 to 2023, oh my gosh, it's because of you and Robert who have created all the, just click here, just do those pop-ups. And what I love about Joe is that he started this slogan or this saying, whatever Lily wants, Lily gets. So I wanted to say thank you, Joe, for everything that you do for the classroom.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. I love helping you, and I love you're on a great mission here, and it's great for me to be a part of it and to be able to help you out and, try to make your life a little easier while you go out and help other people make their lives better. So it's my pleasure. I'm happy to do it. I'll always be happy to do it. As long as we can get through my 128-day break next year, I think we'll be fine.
So Joe and his beautiful wife, Sandy, they came over this last week. And actually, they were part of a surprise celebration that Robert had put together, mastermind, and everybody was like lying to me, like for like the last 4 months. You know how your intuition knows something is wrong. Well, anyway, I had both Joe and Sandy over at the house, and they started telling me how Joe was not going to work. How long is this world cruise you're going to go on, Joe?
128 nights.
128 nights. And so they tried to make me think that he was going to go without his computer, but you're not. That was a lie, right? That was
Oh yeah, Sandy is behind you 1,000%, and she knows that whatever Lily wants, Lily gets. So we make it happen as best as we can.
Well, I tell you what, that slogan, whatever Lily wants, Lily gets, I really love that about Joe. I love that in a man. Actually, I love, whatever I want, let's create it. Joe has consistently served the classroom since 2015, right? Was it 2014 or 2015?
It started with the McDermott Holistic Healing Foundation, and then
That's
it just
right.
kind of switched over and became this too. So yeah, about 2015, something
That's
like
when we started the foundation. So and when you heard that I had WordPress, you didn't know WordPress, but by the time it was time to call upon you again, you said, you know what? I've been learning it. I'll give it a try. And you have done more than give it a try. Your time, your gift of your time and your talent has been so appreciated by the classroom. And I just wanted to say thank you. I appreciate the bond that we've formed, not only as someone that I trust and I listen to you for your advice and your expertise, but I love the friendship that we have created with you, Sandy, Robert, and I. So thank you so much.
All right. Happy to do it. Ready to do more.
And I know that you're probably sitting here going, why is she doing this? Why is she doing this? Right, Joe? You're like, I don't need recognition, right?
You're exactly. I know how much you appreciate it, and I know Robert as well. So, it's just what we do to help each other out.
Well, thank you. I wish everybody was like you. I wish everybody had that whatever, not whatever Lily wants, but whatever is needed. Roll up your sleeves, let's figure it out. And this is just an example of the kind of 100% responsibility that I talk about in the classroom. And Joe, I know that you have to get going because you have an event that you're going to. Is there anything that you'd like to say before you go?
Not really. I'm just looking forward to getting you through your next year and the next year and the next year. And it's great watching you grow and watching the website grow and everything. And it's my pleasure to help you and Robert out because you guys are just great people, great friends, and great souls. So
Thank you.
We're happy to be part of your life as well as the life of your website.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much, Joe. We couldn't have done it without you. You have helped every step of the way, and whatever it takes, you go out there and you learn it, you research it, and you become a master at it. So thank you so much for that. And I am wishing you and Sandy so much love as you go into your journey of a world cruise. I know that's going to be like 6 months down the road, but I am just like going to live vicariously through you and Sandy for that time. So thank you so much, Joe. I don't want to keep you too long, but thank you so much for everything you do.
Robert.
Love you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you. And so the next man I want to bring out is my husband, who is
That's cool. Yeah, I guess it's
oh wait, Joe, you're unmuted. Let me go. Go ahead. There you go. He's gone. I think he's gone. I don't know if Joe is gone, but Robert, show yourself. Robert, are you there? I don't see Robert, so I don't know what he's up to. There he is. There he is. How are you?
I was not invited to be part of this. I was off doing something else.
So sorry. Were you every day during the classroom, this beautiful man makes lunch. He makes us a beautiful salad, and sometimes he's not by his computer, but I am just grateful.
Usually I'm listening.
He's usually listening to the classroom, probably my number one fan. And I'm his number one fan. This is my husband, Robert, who just surprised me with a beautiful, beautiful, and I haven't posted everything, but I did post the video that our daughter Ashley made on Facebook and YouTube. But let me tell you, he does so much. I call him my left hand. Both Joe and Robert are my left hand because they do things that I have no clue how to do. And my assistant, Natalie, and we've got 3 assistants now. We've got Karen, Natalie, and Katie do the graphics, and they do the invitations, and they do all that, all the things, but which is something I used to do. But the things that Robert and Joe do, I could never do. And so, Robert, I just wanted to say thank you for everything that you do for the classroom, that if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be able to do this at all. And so this is the kind of things that when I talk about donating your time, your talent, your treasure to the classroom, this is what I talk about, is people that I trust to make sure that the classroom, because there's a lot of entities and organizations that would love for this classroom to end, but because of their help and their encouragement, I am doing what I'm doing. So, Robert, I wanted to say thank you for, did you hear that we've done 9 events together this in the last year? Since for the 2022-2023 year, we've done 9 events, or actually we'll be doing 9 events because we have some events that are coming up. The 8th and 9th event, this is a super gut and the emotion code and body code, a 2-day workshop in Cape Canaveral, Florida. And Robert, who didn't know how to do this at all, creates all the landing pages. And if it weren't for him, this would not be able to happen. So thank you, Robert. Is there anything you want to say about
Yes.
what do you want to say? What do you want to say?
I think that we should initiate the phrase, whatever Robert wants, Robert gets. It
What do you
just
do?
seems quite appropriate. You know?
Well, I like that. We can start a campaign, but I don't think it'll be as popular as whatever Lily wants, Lily gets.
Doesn't have the same ring to it, but the
Yeah.
intention behind it is what's important.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you for everything that you do. And so I just if you wanted to say anything about the events, I know that the emotion code event, I keep on you because it's not posted yet, but is there anything that you want to say or anything about the
I want to
classroom?
congratulate you on your 12th anniversary. And it's been a wonderful, like you often say, life-changing journey or ride through the years.
Mhm.
And I'm proud and happy to be doing my part to make that all work and hopefully touch other people's lives in the process. And so, I don't think I have anything specific to say about the upcoming workshops. The Super Gut is about, going in there and resetting our gut, resetting our microbiome. And Dr. Davis says that at least 50% and much higher probably are going to need that of the population of the United States.
Mhm.
And so the emotion code, body code, we did those separately in 2022, as you said. So in 23, somebody can come and have those 2 days and learn about both of those. That's great. That's wonderful. Looking
Yeah.
forward to that.
Yes, me too. Me too. So I want to thank you, Robert. And for those of you, like I said, he just threw the most wonderful event for me on Friday. And I'll put pictures later on, but I did upload a video on Facebook and YouTube. I'll probably upload it on BitChute as well, of a video that Ashley, our daughter Ashley, one of my first assistants, once after I went 5 days or 6 days, she was the one that was my right hand as well for the longest time, but she's moved on and doing really well for herself. And so I am sharing that. But the surprise that this wonderful man did. You know, Robert, stand up a little or move your camera so that people can see your shirt. He's got a
Oh.
shirt that says the original Lucky. So it says Lucky brand, but you don't need to have to be that specific. The Lucky. So when I looked at his shirt, I thought, I'm the lucky one. And he did such an amazing job. He not only planned without me, which I'm normally the planner of the family when it comes to things like that. He fully planned and executed a surprise birthday / renewal of our vows, which that was amazing. So that I cannot. And Joe and Sandy were there, and a lot of our friends were there. Our closer friends were there, and that was just super. So I just
I gotta go. I'll see you at the end of the show. Thanks so much.
What? Are you saying goodbye to me? It's so funny. Okay. So he was just amazing to do this. So why I'm telling you all of this is because I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this last year. And we have some giveaways. And I want to talk about change and how sometimes we get so married to our thoughts and our belief system that we become inflexible, and we become to the point where we don't enjoy life anymore because it's all about the ritual or all about the habit or all about the addiction or all about the whatever it is. So when it comes to change, there are certain things that have been a thread throughout the year 2022, 23, which set us into our 12th AnniBirthary. And I don't know if any of you know this, that my first show on the radio in 2011, so 2011, was on my birthday. That's why it's my birthday week. My birthday's on the 14th. So my birthday week or my birthday month or my birthday year, whatever, depending on the celebration. And then what happens is that that's set up the birth AnniBirthary. This is like, I feel like I'm 12 years old, and it's an anniversary because it's the 12th anniversary of the show. So why not combine them? And so I have lots of gifts for everybody, lots of gifts for you. So we're going to be giving away. So mark these down so that you can text. So you can text it to 407-373-5959. And the names will be drawn on May 31st, which is the end of the AnniBirthary. For me, I still celebrate my birthday till December 30th. I give myself a break between December 30th and December 31st and start the year again. So, so today we're going to be giving away, and whenever you text me at 407-373-5959, or you can email me at lily@whenyouneedafriend.com, I'm going to be giving away, number one, the 30-day raw vegan challenge, which was what set me off to change. That's what caused me. If food can make me feel this good, what else did they lie about me? That's how I found Dr. Day, because she did an article on water and she would talk about water. And I had her on my show back in 2012, 2013. This is when I began my journey of really opening my mind to God's truths, to new truths. And so we're going to be giving away a 30-day raw vegan challenge. And number two, we're going to be giving away a liver gallbladder fast cleanse. So that's number two. Number three, we're going to be giving away a 12-week course of the M-Cube detox experience. So that's a $299 value. The 30-day raw vegan challenge, that's a 30-day. We met for a whole month on Tuesday to discuss how we were feeling, recipes and all that. The liver gallbladder cleanse, that's a 4-day. So we met before, we talked about what we needed. So it's if you've been wanting to cleanse your gallbladder, wanting to cleanse your liver, this is a wonderful way to do so. M-Cube detox experience as well is for molds, metals, and microbes. You know, the world is bombarding us with chemicals and mold and metals and all these things. So Dr. Lee Cowden was so helpful, and along with a lot of other doctors that joined us every Tuesday night, and the group that was willing to share how they were doing and going through this this journey. And then we are giving away, and I just want to make sure that I haven't gotten any more people that have donated. So then I'm also giving away Nutri Series 100 Lessons from the Exodus. This is the DVD. This is the DVD. So you need to let me know which one you would like to put your name in the winner's basket for, because these are the gifts, because I'm so grateful for all of you, but I want to give you gifts because I just am so excited about what's ahead for the classroom. And I'll talk about that later on. And then last but not least, we're Keep Me Safe is going to be giving away a Mother's Day bundle, but we're going to give it the Mother's Day bundles also is going to go on the 31st of May, which is a Wednesday. And what that has is going to include a lavender bath salt, purple makeup skincare bag, a black satin eye mask, a soap pouch, which you put your soap in, so you can, it's made from like hemp, so that you can scrub your body. It's a sachet, and then Spring Garden body bar. Then there's a hand poured beeswax candle and unflavored lip balm. And all of that is going to be whoever decides that they want the Keep Me Safe Mother's Day bundle, that'll just send it. So text me either for the Raw Vegan Challenge, the Liver Gallbladder Fast Cleanse, the M-Cube Detox Experience, the Nutri Series that we did with Dr. Lorraine Day, one of my favorite times, and every time that we have her in the classroom, just love that. We also have the Keep Me Safe bundle. So text me at 407-373-5959 to then let me know that you would like this gift. And then I will pick the names of the people and you will get whatever it is that you desire. And that is what change is all about, is looking at what we want and knowing that God, when we're in God's path, and even when we're not in God's path, everything that happens to us, God uses it for good. Of the story of Joseph, his brothers sold him into slavery. They were going to kill him. They ended up selling him into slavery. And that, I love this story of how all these horrible turns for Joseph led him to be the right-hand person for Pharaoh. And then come their brothers, his brothers, to beg for food to this man who could have just beheaded them out of being angry, but instead he gave them what they needed. He went beyond his desires for revenge. And that's when he realized that what they intended for harm, God intends for good. So I truly believe that there are no accidents. I believe that there's a journey that we're on, and there's a path that we're on, and all of it will lead to God. All these paths will lead to God. And I worship Jesus as well. When I say God, Jesus, they're all the same. And so I want you to know that every single step, these last 12 years, heck, these last 60 years, because someone had welcomed me to the club and then said, oh, wait, you haven't reached the 60th floor yet. Yeah, my elevator is stuck on 59.3 3/4, 59 3/4, right there. That's where it is. And so today, if you would like, you got to text me. Don't put it in the comment section. You may want to put an emoji, or if you've learned something from the classroom, that would be awesome. If you want to say what you've learned, what has been your biggest takeaway, because what we give here in the classroom, mostly than all the gifts. Oh, I forgot to show you. I looked over here. This is how talented Joe is. This was my birthday card. He makes these cards for us, and I can't throw them away. This was our Christmas card because he says that we're super friends, but not as super as he is. But those are just examples of how creative Joe is and how he's been able to bring the website to the next level. Now, I know that if it were up to Joe, it would be even better, but because of my limitations of time, I need to say whatever Joe wants, Joe gets too. But and I hope he didn't record that because he was going to play it back to me. But one of the reasons that I wanted to bring Joe and Robert in is because we all are given gifts. We all have talents. And when we trust God and we know God's plan, and even if we don't know God's plan, we just need to trust in God, God will lead us to where we need to go. And all these workshops and all these, whether they're virtual or in person, I really do believe God has brought the team, the people there. And I am excited. But all that could only happen if we're willing to embrace change. And one of the things that, and by the way, if you have a question or comment, type in a Q. I'll be more than happy to see what you have to say. And so let me see. Let's see. Thank you, Divine, saying Robert and Joe, great job. They do a phenomenal job. So one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about change today is that one of the biggest awareness that started me looking with curiosity, as opposed to, oh, this could never be this, or this could never be that, because God speaks to us in so many different ways, we get to learn and grow. So one of the things that I was asked to sing at a friend of mine's daughter's wedding. And it was a house wedding because it was her, second time around, and the parents just wanted to donate their home, and it was in the home. And after the ceremony was done, I just wanted to help. And so I went into the kitchen, and I was with Jim and Helen Rice, and who had been married for over 50 plus years at the time. This was a while back. This was before there was a show. This was before anything. And I remember Helen and Jim were making coffee, and I wanted to help. But they had their flow, and Helen was doing some things, and Jim was doing the coffee. And I noticed that he wet the filter in the faucet, and then he put it in the coffee maker. And I knew why he had done that. But I knew why he had done it, but I needed to ask if it was what I was thinking. Because I had just experienced a whole week of the coffee maker, not that I don't drink, and we don't drink any coffee anymore, but the coffee maker, the filter would flip, and there would be coffee grinds. And I thought, that's brilliant. If you wet it, it sticks to the side. I had never seen that. So I said, Jim, why did you wet that? And he said, well, because, and he could never tell me. And out of frustration, he goes, Helen, why do we wet the filters? And she says, well, Jim, because, and she couldn't say why. And then she said, because my mom taught me to. And that's what we do all the time. We hear something and we repeat it. We learn something and we repeat it. We don't know why we do what we do. We don't know why we believe what we believe, because it's the why that keeps us alive. It's the why that is just so passionate that will allow us to fight in the lion's den and have the faith of a mustard seed, because we know God's word. We know the why. And there's never been a more why in my life in this year. It's been an incredible year of whys, of trusting the process, of trusting God. And it requires change. It requires a willingness to embrace forgiveness, acceptance, and all those things. But how do you do it? How do you take that step, that leap of faith when we are stuck in our ego? That's been a huge revelation. And God is speaking to me about the ego, and I am taking notes. I am taking notes. And let me tell you, one of our next workshops, and if you're interested in this, you need to let me know, because we're doing a couples workshop. It's to breathe a new life, breathe a new life. So if you're in a marriage that you're just like, man, I stuck with that person for 50 years and I'm stuck, and you want your marriage to be better, or think that, how can I bring this marriage of three, of God, my husband, and my wife, how can I do that? Robert and I are committed, we don't know this yet, but Robert and I are committed to do a workshop. And so I just want to know how many people would attend a one-day workshop for marriage, for couples, to teach how to communicate more effectively and in a loving way. That is so important, so important. It's changed my life. This classroom has saved my life. It's changed my marriage. It's changed my relationship with my kids, with my friends. And so that's why I'm so grateful. I don't need gifts. I just want to give them. And but we need your support. We need your support. As you know, if you go to whenyouneedafriend.com, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. This information, and it's blatant, is being suppressed. People can't find me, even when I'm on the air, and even as subscribers. So we remember the time and talent and treasure that I talk about every time in the classroom. The way that you can give me your time is to share this video, to share and tell them, hey, you don't want to listen to the first part, or you want to start listening here, whatever it is that you want to do, but share this information, because we are much more powerful than the 1% of the 1%. We are the 99% that are given wonderful gifts from God. And so I want to encourage you that if you haven't done so yet, that you please consider, becoming a enrolled student in the classroom. We have the website, whenyouneedafriend.com, and I'm so grateful to Joe, who just keeps it up to date, making sure that if we're down because they've taken us down, that he brings us back up in a timely manner. It has been a battle, but when you know your why and why you're doing this, you will fight the battle willingly, without complaint. So all you complainers out there that believe you're doing God's work, but you're complaining about all the things that are happening in this world, do something about it. Do something about it. Either accept it or be part of the change. So if you go to whenyouneedafriend.com and you subscribe, you'll get some emails and gifts, and you will get my 90-day challenge to self-love ebook. There's so many different ways that we can learn and grow together. I could stay quiet with all these blessings and gifts that I have received, but I can't. When I was younger, I used to sing. I sang for many years, and I learned, and God fed me scripture through music. But today, God has given me the mic to share his truth, to share new truths. Maybe it's different than what you believe, and that's okay. I'm not here to convince you. I'm just here to just share. And then you do the rest, and God does the rest. That is one of the best lessons I've learned with Dr. Lorraine Day, which is, God is the one that saves. God's the one that saves. I don't need to make sure to push you into the direction or whatever that direction it is that you want to go in. I can just share the information, the invitation. But will you accept my invitation? That's up to you. Just because I invite doesn't mean you have to come to the party. Just because I invite. And I'm okay with you not showing up. I'm okay with it. When we share information, we share it out of the goodness of our heart without expectation, because God will do the rest. I truly believe that. I don't have to be upset or frustrated about it. I can just lovingly do what I need to do. And I encourage all of you to do the same. So go to whenyounneedafriend.com. Please subscribe. Please tell all your friends. Like and follow me on social media. Share the videos that speak to your heart. Share the guests that speak to your heart. And help us grow the classroom. You can also go to my my sponsors page and support the sponsors as they have supported the classroom. And when I tell you that without there, I wouldn't be able to pay the people that are on my team, that are paid to be, that are working. They're not working for free like Joe or Robert or myself. But I can't do it all. That is another thing that happened when I started to grow. I realized I can't do it all, but God has always provided those people. And the sponsors that we have, the donations of the classroom, they're helpful. But now I'm being called to bring the information, the hope of learning about the ego, and get maybe a PR firm to go beyond the algorithms of Facebook and YouTube and help us get the message out there. Because if Facebook or YouTube take us off the air, and by the way, I just got a notification yesterday that another one of Dr. Lorraine Day's videos was taken off of YouTube. I didn't get a strike. That's okay. I know my why. Even if I get a strike, I am okay with it. And so with that, we have a Shop Now bag. Any way that you can help the classroom. Shop Now bag. There are products that are Lilly approved from head to toe, pain management, whatever it is. You can click on it to learn more and grow. We also, like I said, enrolled student in the classroom. So if you're looking for a place to tithe, or if you'd like to make a donation, please consider the classroom as part of a place that you pay for. You know, we pay our taxes, we pay for our expenses, we pay our tolls when we drive in the highway, expressway, or whatever it's called. We give to things because we have to give. But what about the places that you don't have to give, that you get for free? A donation would be very much appreciated as we enter into looking for a PR firm. Hopefully, if we could find someone that will do it the kindness of their heart, that would be great. But chances are, I've tried that before, it may not happen. So if you know a PR firm and they want free advertisement, let me know, because it would be great to have them promote and let people know that the classroom is very much aware that there's evil in the world and this information is being suppressed. Why? I don't know. We know the end of the story. We know God wins. I don't understand why anybody would be motivated to hurt someone intentionally. I don't get it, but God gets it. And that's all I need to know, that God gets it. And I need to know why he gets it. And I understand that. And I want to encourage all of you to start being that curious student. And so as I was thinking about all the changes that we've made, and as I was thinking about all the different workshops, I'm like, oh my goodness, no wonder I need a break. No wonder I'm looking forward to vacation next week and spending some time with family and friends and getting some downtime. I realized I do this for free. Now, the workshops, I have to charge. I've got to, because if any of you want to do it for free so that I don't have my expenses, that's how I pay for the people that are in the classroom. That's how I do it. And so I want to talk about change for a second, because change is so important. What keeps us from change? It's our ego. Our ego keeps us from change. And I've been looking at the ego in a different light. I did a class on the ego and decreasing our ego and increasing our essence. And what does it look like to feed your ego and feed your essence? And all that information, I feel, is a gift from God that I am so looking forward to keep sharing so that people will go, wow, it's that easy? It's that easy? And I am looking forward to sharing that. So what are ways to become aware of your ego is knowing, what is the ego like? How do I feel when I'm in my ego? And that's in that class and how I came about this information. And then tell the truth to yourself. I hear so many people going, I really want something, but I don't care if I get it. I don't care if I get it. To me, what kind of manifesting is that? What kind of asking for God to grant something for you if you're not even willing to claim it or desire it? What God wants us to be prosperous. God wants us to be joyful. Yes, God wants us to be content, but contentment leads to joy, or contentment can lead to misery. It all depends on what you feed. Ask your essence to allow you to imagine the greatness that God has for you. Because I believe God is everywhere. God is everywhere. God is in me and God is in you. Everywhere. And if I had just a speck of God's power in me, which I know I have, and I know you have too, and you read scripture knowing that God is in you, I can do all things. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. We've had this puzzle in front of us and the pieces have been missing. And the people who control your media and your pharmaceuticals and control what you believe are also the ones that are feeding you the lies. Let's keep truth in our minds and our ears and our mouth. And so acknowledge, ask your essence to show you what your life could be like if you would just trust the process. It's funny, as I journal, and I just recently started journaling again. And as I was getting ready for the weekend workshop, my journal opened on May 13th last year. And it revealed to me everything. But you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know until I was able to read it again and see how God promised this year of change. And it happened because I just followed what God wanted me to do. Just one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. Stop griping, as I said. It's wasted energy. If you trust God to do whatever it is, and you be willing to pick up your mat. I've said this so many times. Be willing to do whatever it takes. Stop griping. Change the things you can change. But if you can't change it, accept it and start looking for the gifts and the lessons, because you know God is a keeper of promises. If you want something and you don't ask for help and you don't know how to do it, like Joe and Robert, I don't know how to do that, and it would take too long for me to learn, ask for help. But listen, if you can learn how to do it yourself, which I've learned how to do, like uploading videos and YouTube and BitChute and all these things, I do that myself. I wish I had somebody to do it for me, but the budget, I've got to live within my means. And I know God is going to send me someone who will contribute to breaking out into a different direction, because Joe has set up that if you don't want to be on Facebook or YouTube, or Telegram, you can go on to whenyouneedafriend.com. Joe did that. You're seeing me live at whenyouneedafriend.com. All you have to do is click the button that says watch live.
I do that.
You did that? Okay, Robert did it. Where are you back? Are you back? I didn't see that you were sharing. So Robert did that. That's awesome. I thought that he had done that, but the two of you do so much that's together. So Robert did that. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. So ask for help. But if you can learn how to do it yourself, and there have been a lot of things that I've learned to do myself, then do it. Learn it. Get it done. Stop waiting for someone to do it for you. Like the man at the well, at the pool that was waiting to the bubbles to come up, right? So that he can jump in there. 36 years. No more waiting. No more waiting. So I'm going to recap because I'm running out of time here. By the way, Robert, you don't have your screen shared, so I don't see it. So if you're going to be playing music later on, I won't be able to see it. So, so we have 5 so far. And if Dr. Grameth decides that she wants to donate, that will be added to it. But it's a 30-day raw vegan challenge, number 1. Number 2, liver and gallbladder fast cleanse. And give me some extra time, Robert, please. The MQ detox experience, number 3, that's moles, metals, and microbes. And then the New Truth series, the 100 lessons from the Exodus. All you have to do is text me, tell me what you want. And at the end of the month, then a name will be picked out of the winner's basket. All of you are winners for wanting it and for desiring it. And then last but not least, the Keep Me Safe bundle, and that has lavender bath salts, purple makeup bag, black satin mask for your eyes, lavender sash, spring garden body bath, soap pouch that you can use it to wash yourself, hand poured beeswax candle, and an unflavored lip balm. All you have to do is claim it. How many gifts has God given you that you are not claiming today? All you have to do is ask, and God is right there waiting for you to give, to love, to share unexpected abundance. What are you willing to do to pick up your mat? Because after 36 years, I would have rolled myself to the pool. I would have rolled myself to that pool, and I would have dropped in there. But sometimes we wait and we wait and we wait, and it's time. Life is urgent. Life is urgent. 12 years have passed, and I cannot believe how many gifts God has given us because we were willing to say yes. Yes, and know that God would bless it. How? We didn't know. But did the blessing come? Yes. But here's the thing. Sometimes blessing comes in our trials. Sometimes it comes in good fortune. Sometimes it comes in a smile. Sometimes it comes in disease. Sometimes it looks so different with so many. So what gifts are you saying no to today? And God is just willing to grace you and give you whatever you desire. It's not about waiting and expecting. It's about working with God, through God, because of God, and trusting that no matter what, God is there with us. I truly believe that. I've learned some great lessons, and I am so grateful to all of you for everything that you guys have done, everything that you will do, for sharing this video, for texting 407-373-5959, or email me at lily@whenyouneedafriend.com. And we will put your name in the winner's basket. And when that day comes, we will pick names, and I will reach out to you, every single one of you, to let you know that you won. Whether it's by text or email, just know that I am grateful, and I am looking forward to what God has planned on 2023-2024 year, our 13th year. And no matter what the world wants to do, and whatever man wants to do to the classroom or myself or anybody in my family or the people I love, whatever man tries to do to harm us, God will use for the good in his purpose. So help me with this dream to get a PR firm, to get us out of Facebook, to get us out of YouTube and into the hands of people that really want to learn new truths. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything that you've done. I truly appreciate you. And I hope that you've gotten something out of these 12 years with me. And please remember, we'll be right here waiting for you worldwide at whenyouneedafriend.com. This is Lillian McDermott wishing you love, peace, joy, and unexpected abundance. Make it the best day ever.
The opinions and advice expressed on the Lillian McDermott radio show are intended for the individual callers and guests on the program and are presented to our wider audience solely for general educational purposes. Please act responsibly and consult personally with your own medical, psychological, or nutritional expert before taking any steps to improve your life. The Lillian.
Thank you so much for watching today. We will see you tomorrow. We have a great lineup of guests and teachers tomorrow and Wednesday, and I'm looking forward to sharing them with you. Well, take care. Thank you. And happy AnniBirthary to all of us. Bye.